Hey, it's Mike, Muscar Syndicate. This is a 1970 Ford Torino Cobra. This car's got a crazy history that you're going to want to listen to. So, the car was ordered new by a doctor named Keith Garner out of Cherokee, Iowa in 1970. And shows up at the rail yard in Omaha, gets stolen out of the rail yard, joyride or ridden or whatever by who knows who. Think the car's a goner, and they find it in a warehouse 6 months later, and he still took delivery. From there, he started racing the car. 71. In 73, he became the Witch Doctor, and that was the moniker that was given to him. His son at the time, Greg, who was a young kid, had seen some stuff in cartoons and liked the whole idea of the Witch Doctor, so that's what they applied to the car, and that's what it's been ever since. Keith raced the car until 1979 as the Witch Doctor, and Greg took over from 1980 to 82. But let's talk a little bit more about the car, and we'll get back to the drag racing history. So the car's factory candy apple red, the factory J code, Ram Air 429, but it's a V code 391 track log 9-inch, which makes it a super Cobra jet. There you go. Drag pack car. That's what I was looking for. Makes it a drag pack. Made about 1,475 Super Cobra jet 429 Torino Cobras in 70. And this one has the C6 automatic, which is a rough guesstimate somewhere between 300 and 400 from what I understand. Known produced. I don't know the exact number, I don't know the breakdown, but I know per the Marty report about 1,475 were built with the Super Cobra jet, which is rated at 375 horsepower. And this one was put in F stock, so F stock automatic, FSA is what it ran in, all over the Midwest. I'll show you some of the decals and the quarter panels here, but it's got Kearney, Nebraska, and just some other neat NHRA stuff on there. Got a red interior, which we'll get to there. Bucket seats, power windows, kind of odd for what was going to be a drag car. It's got a bolt-in, what looks like kind of like a Lakewood 3-point roll bar. Let me show you that. Original owner put the emblems on the sail panels there. Some of the vintage stickers that are on there. That's the 1981 NHRA Winston World Championship. Both Greg and Keith were Marines. So that's what the decal on there is for. So about 90% of the original paint is retained on this car. There's that 429. Now here's the deal. This car had been drag raced for 12 years. And that is the numbers matching engine. It has the original numbers matching C6 behind it. The original 9-inch is in the car, but it had a 430 gear installed. But a nodular iron 391 dropout is ready to go for the car if it ever wanted to go back 100% stock. All original interior outside of the roll bar. The power window switch. See where they bolted the roll bar to the floor. Hand letter like they would have been. The guy's all hand painted by a gentleman out of Nebraska. He's still with us. This is some cool stuff here. Show you the Marty report. So you got the V for the axle code, makes it a 391 drag pack car. $229 for the 429 Cobra jet. Looking through here. The drag pack, $155. So all told, it's $46.98.70. Here's some of the breakdown of the Marty report. Have his original racing jacket here. This was his jacket for later. They stopped racing this car, like I said, in '82 to pursue other NHRA and IHRA classes. And they switched to an Oldsmobile at one point, and I think they'd had a Monza and a Malibu at a point, but this car had set some NHRA state track records, and it won some titles. And overall, it was just pretty successful. As a matter of fact, the NHRA regarded Keith and his son Greg as the winningest father-son team from 1980 to 1994. So that's pretty dang good. But the car will be on display at Good Guys in Des Moines, Iowa, inside the Varied Industries building. It'll be an indoor display, obviously. And it'll be the first time it's kind of been in the public view for about 23 years or so. You'll probably see this video after that happens, but if you don't make it to Good Guys, at least you get to see the car. Just a gorgeous example. Obviously it has some flaws and some dings and things, but it's 54 years old. It survived all that time ripping down the drag strip, even some time spent maybe doing a little street racing. So, not maybe, yes, doing some street racing. So, just an absolutely phenomenal car with an amazing story that I have the pleasure of getting a chance to walk around, open up, take a look at, and document with you guys here. Again, power windows, a pretty pedestrian dash. Got some gauges down there under the dash. Something everybody should have in their muscle car. I don't care what your excuse is, get one and put it in there. Everyone should have a fire extinguisher. Unless you want to watch all your history burn to the ground or all your hard work you've invested. This number here was Greg Garner's, his NHRA number. So the car is effectively as it was. So hasn't been raced. I would guess has not been raced since 1982. They didn't want to cut the car up; it was too nice. So when they wanted to pursue other classes and such, they mothballed the car, and it was lucky to survive all these years the way it is, and the current owner has no plans to change it. So, once again, I'm Michael Muscle Car Syndicate, and this is a 1970 Torino Cobra 429 Super Cobra Jet drag pack 391 track lock C6 automatic in candy apple red with red interior. If you like what you see, hit like and subscribe. Share, tell your friends. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook under the same name, Muscle Car Syndicate. And thanks for watching.